We'll look at the Cardinals, team that obviously we are most invested in. We'll look at what's going on with these guys. One thing I want to point out is Goldie. So I wish we could show stats like first half, second half, monthly stats, things like that. Because Goldie was struggling. Remember, I was moving him down in the lineup. I like to have him bat second, but he was not hitting well. And it was really difficult to have him in spots where he needed to get on base because he wasn't doing that. His average now 235, 290, 410. That's not great, but given where he was coming from, it is pretty solid. He's had a good second half of the season thus far. We hope that he can continue to produce because if we're going to go where we want to go, he's going to have to help. And seeing how he plays every day, we're going to need it. Obviously, though, you see that age is going to be costly. The regression. Man, MLB is tough with regression. Speaking of needing production, Tommy Edman. So he was batting leadoff, and that has been a tough spot for us because he's batting 231. It's kind of hard to have a guy that's not getting on base. No, see his OBP is 298. He's not really getting on base. You need your leadoff guy to get on to jumpstart everything. And we like it to be him because you can see 25 stolen bases. He's doing his job. We need, or at least once he's on base, of getting a second, but he just has to get to first. We can knock him in, but he's got to get on base. So we'll see if the San Diego native can kind of get things going. We've been kind of moving him around of late, batting him second, hoping that is a little less stressful for him. Has it been better? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Speaking of better, someone that could be better, Tyler O'Neill. We're kind of stuck having to start him because of his fielding. I feel like this is Harrison Bader all over again for me. If you remember with Bader, I just never really hit well with him. And it became tough to keep him in the lineup because of that. But then you have his fielding and you know he's a great fielder. He's fast. You have to keep him out there. He's got a good arm. O'Neill's the same, but he's batting sub 200, a K machine. But when he does hit the ball, he hits it hard. 64 hits, 13 of them are home runs. It's not bad. 64 hits, 26 of them are extra base hits. So over a third of his hits, extra base hits. It's really hard not to have him in there. But we're kind of stuck with him. I don't really have a better option right now. And at the deadline, we didn't decide to make a move. So we're going to ride it out. And hopefully his fielding at least will continue to be a positive asset. Hopefully, though, we can get something from him at the plate to help out. Do I expect it? No. But we'll see. And then the curious case of Brendan Donovan. Donovan is batting 262. Remember, earlier in the year, he was batting 300 consistently. So much so that we made him our leadoff guy. So much so that we try to find him in every lineup, whether it's DH or putting him out there in the corner and left. And now he's batting 262, so he's starting to struggle. But we don't really have a better option for leadoff. The other guy would be Dylan Carlson. Then what do? Move Edman to the bottom of the lineup? I mean, there's a thought, but we really need someone to take ownership of this leadoff spot. And so far, we have not been able to do it. It's been a struggle. And he was hitting really good in this 2 spot. Then we put him in the 1, and then he just tanked. Oops. Just collectively with the team, though. Oops, don't want to do that. Just want to sort by this season. See Carp leading the team in home runs. That's never a surprise because pretty much he does that every year for me. Arenado, though, really quiet. I want to say he ended up with 20 or 21 home runs at the break, so he has not really been producing. He's starting to drop off, which is hilarious because he's batting 274. Start dropping off in terms of power production, but not in production, if you know what I mean. Contreras third at 16. We're in a different situation than with Yachty because at least when Contreras gets on base, they tend to be big hits, as you can see with the home runs. Newbar, 257. The most consistent outfielder that I have, 15 home runs and a great arm. So just got him back after missing a couple of games with a blister. See if he continues to trend up. Runs batted in. Carp first, Arenado second. Again, no surprise. Arenado had a really good first half of the season. Goldie with 44, good second half of the season. Hope he continues to do well. He started out hot, being cooled. And then I guess maybe now he's adjusted to legend. We'll see. Stolen bases, only other person of note, Tyler O'Neill with 8. A couple other ones mixed in, but nothing crazy. OBP, Carp leads in that. Shocker. Slugging, Carp leads in that. Shocker. Best OPS, Carp is your dude. Walks, Tyler O'Neill the most. I don't know how that's possible because he definitely has the most strikeouts. Doubles, Goldie, Arenado, Myers. This has been good. Myers has been a real big addition to this team, let me tell you. Triples, Goldie. That's kind of hilarious, but that's okay. We'll take the results. Grounding into double plays. Opportunities to drive in runs. No surprise that these three are up here because they put the ball in play pretty well. And then the last thing I always like to look at for hitters, runners in scoring position. Myers, clutch, 447. Donovan, clutch, 386. Because you want to see a big jump here. You're going to see a jump in most, 274. But the one that definitely hurts is Carp, 239. Actually, that's worse with runners in scoring position, which is not what you want. You want to bat better. Same with Arenado. Arenado's batting 274, but it drops to 260. This needs to go up. Carp, it needs to go up as well. We need to see improvement there going into the playoffs. And then the strength of the team, pitching. Our three-headed monster, I don't think it'll be that way come postseason, but they've been our three best pitchers in the regular season. You see Montgomery leading the team in wins. Number 2, Waino, 13. Flaherty, 12. Miles, 11. So all right behind each other. We'll take that. Inning eaters for sure. Matt's, of course, has been the one that's been the question mark. 5 wins and 21 starts. A whip of 1.67, ERA of 4.39. So definitely showing why he's the 5th. But his good games have been really good. His bad games have been really bad, but only 5 quality starts in 21 outings. Not feeling that, especially when you look at a guy like Jordan Montgomery. I mean, clearly it's the difference. 18 in 22. Waino, 21, 16 of 21. Flaherty, 21, 15 of 21. Hell, Miles, we always talk about, is our ace in terms of talent. 22, 12. He's the worst of that group. And obviously that'll be the 4-man rotation, but 12 of 22. And then you have Nats. Maybe we should have made a move at the deadline. ERA. Clearly Montgomery's going to lead in that. But new addition Trevino. The bullpen, you can see, it's been really, really good. If you think Jordan leads the league in ERA, then you have relief pitchers. You've got 4, 5. Obviously, Trevino's a little bit of an outlier because he's only pitched 2 innings. But these other guys, they've worked some innings. Sub 2 ERA. Happy with that. Whip. Obviously the worst. Miles, 3rd worst. But even these whips are not bad at all. Sub 1. Definitely a handful. Montgomery. Misevich, who we don't use as much. Probably should use more. Cabrera. Gallegos. Helsley, definitely getting a lot of work. Hicks as well, too. Hicks, 65 innings, 0.63 whip. Take that for sure. Quality starts. Yeah, we talked about that. Matt's not really impressed with that. Blown saves. Gallegos with 4. Helsley with only 2. Remember, he blew the first one of the season. After that, solid. Holds. Locking it down. Stratton was, but now he's been kind of bumped out of that. He's just a middle relief guy. Hasn't pitched as well, but early in the year he was sub 2, and yeah, now it's not looking so good. So fix that. Nothing else really to look at here. Obviously they don't bat. Should all be batting stuff. So yeah. Pretty happy. I guess we could look at WAR, but it doesn't. No, we can look at FIP. Helsley 1.47. Gallegos 1.62. So basically, everyone should be thanking the defense. Mats is an interesting one. 3.06. Wayno 3.49. Obviously, putting the ball in play a lot. So that helps to get strikeouts. The more strikeouts you have, the less it matters. But all in all, we're really happy with the pitching, and this is the strength of our team.